Karoline Leavitt, Donald Trump's White House press secretary, flipped out on reporter Andrew Feinberg. Shame on you, over pretty damn good questions from Andrew Feinberg as to the methodology that's being used to deport some of the alleged gang members that have been deported to El Salvador. Here is Karoline. She didn't like it. She simply didn't like it.
Validation guide that DHS is using to determine who is an enemy alien, a Tren de Aragua member, and deportable under the Enemy Aliens Act, it has criteria here that require 8 points to be classified as a TDA member. You can get classified by simply having certain symbols in your tattoos and wearing certain streetwear brands. That alone is enough to get someone classified as TDA and sent to El Salvador.
That's not true, actually, Andrew.
According to this document, it is.
No, according to the Department of Homeland Security and the agents, have you talked to the agents who have been putting their lives on the line to detain these foreign terrorists who have been terrorizing our communities? TDA is a vicious gang that has taken the lives of American women. And our agents on the front lines take deporting these people with the utmost seriousness, and there is a litany of criteria that they use to ensure that these individuals qualify as foreign terrorists and to ensure that they qualify for deportation. And the president made it incredibly clear to the American public that there would be a mass deportation campaign of not just foreign terrorists, but also illegal criminal aliens who have been wreaking havoc on American communities. And shame on you and shame on the mainstream media for trying to cover for these individuals.
Now, of course, what she's saying isn't true. The reason that Andrew Feinberg keeps interrupting and he sounds agitated is he is completely correct. She goes, no, that's not true. We have the document, okay? This is a document which we'll put up called the Alien Enemies Act, Alien Enemy Validation Guide. You need only 8 points here to qualify as a Tren de Aragua member based on this. And if we look at the second page, you see the point totals there. You do have at the bottom 4 points simply for displaying the dress known to indicate allegiance to TDA. So they often get this wrong, but if you wear what is believed to be the clothing, and then if you have a tattoo that is believed to show allegiance, just based on the symbolism section alone, you can qualify under this rubric for deportation. We know they've gotten it wrong. We know of one individual who it was a tattoo that had like a crown with his parents. It was sort of like an homage to the person's parents. It was interpreted as being the symbolism of TDA, and the person got deported based on this rubric. She is completely wrong. And probably the reason she's interrupting constantly is that she knows that she's lying. On the topic of Signalgate, she was asked and said, it's case closed. There it is. They've declared the scandal is over.
As you said last week, Caroline, you said there would be an investigation or a review into how Jeffrey Goldberg's number got on that group chat. What's the status of that review?
Yeah, how did that review go? Did you determine how it got in there, Caroline? Was it sucked in like the Matrix?
And what is the status of National Security Advisor Mike Waltz?
As the president has made it very clear, Mike Waltz continues to be an important part of his national security team. And this case has been closed here at the White House as far as we are concerned. There have been steps made to ensure that something like that can obviously never happen again. And we're moving forward. And the president and Mike Waltz and his entire national security team have been working together very well. If you look at how much safer the United States of America is.
So isn't that nice? They've declared the scandal over. They've investigated themselves and found absolutely no wrongdoing. Finally, the topic of Trump's third term came up.
Used to potentially run for a third term, as he said, there are methods there.
Look, you guys continue to ask the president this question about a third term, and then he answers honestly and candidly with a smile, and then everybody here melts down about his answer. The president talked about this last night on the plane. He said, it's not really something we're thinking about. He has 4 years. There's a lot of work to do. We've done a lot in these nearly first 100 days, and the American people, particularly when it comes to efforts to secure the border.
Now, this whole thing of like, he said what he believes about it, And now you're all flipping out. It's like, well, yes, he said something crazy. He said that there's a number of ways that he could end up serving a third term. It's sort of like she thinks the press should be satisfied that he gave an answer, but it's the content of the answer that's disturbing. Now, if you're wondering, what is the general orientation of Karoline Leavitt to the world? How is it that she has become such a vile and disgusting character in this entire thing? She just did an interview explaining it, and we're going to talk about that next. If you want to change your IP address when watching or downloading large video files, you need a VPN. Most VPNs come with a lot of buffering and waiting when you're dealing with video, but our sponsor, Private Internet Access, will not subject you to that. PIA is the only VPN fully optimized for lightning-fast streaming and downloading 4K content without the buffering. Changing your IP address with a VPN lets you do things like watch the UK version of Netflix or the Australian version of Hulu, so you can watch lots of great content not normally available in your country. For instance, PIA lets me see a bunch of great Argentinian soccer I can't normally get in the US. They have servers in 91 countries, and with just a single account, you can use PIA on unlimited devices: computer, tablet, phone, TV, game console. If you sign up for PIA today and you don't love it, you can get a full refund anytime in the first 30 days. So try Private Internet Access risk-free and get 83% off, which comes out to just $203 a month plus 4 extra months for free. Go to piavpn.com/Pacman. The link is down below.